I've been and grew up in foster homes due to the separation of my mother and father. There was just a lot going on. Sometimes someone being loyal to you makes them disloyal to themselves. You know, and that's something you have to consider too with dealing with people. It's like, that I value you. You right there for me every step of the way.
Right.
But what about what you want in life?
Her place, or at her place. That's on Dolce, that's on Jose. Let's get cozy with some rose. Girl, we
It's the Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.
Yo, welcome to the Highest Point Podcast. This is a show for everyone who's willing to put in the labor to be greater, to reach the highest point. Now, talking about putting in the work, we got a very, very special guest in the building. He's a songwriter. He's a singer. He's a rapper. When it comes to this music, he does it all. And when you hear his sound, only thing I can think of to explain it is anthem music. We got none other than Leeoh Litt in the building. What's good with you, brother?
What's good, bro? Thank you for inviting me, man. That was really dope, bro. Much respect.
Absolutely, man. So glad to have you on. And, before I get directly into the interview, I just want to ask you, how you doing? Like, genuinely, how you doing as a man, as a family person, just all around?
Man, thank you for asking, man. I'm really doing great. I'm at a great stage of peace in my life. I'm just at peace with all my decisions, all of my actions, all my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever felt like this in my life. So you caught me at a great point in my life. Everything's just going spectacular.
That's dope. That's dope. See, that's so important, man, because on this show, we like to focus in on the journey of our guests. It's because a lot of times people see the end result and think it happened overnight. They looking at you, they see the diamonds, they see you riding clean, they hear you on the radio, and they just think that success happened overnight. But there was a lot of ups and downs, trials and tribulations that you had to go through to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
So I kind of want to give the people some insight of that. So I wanted to ask you, can you let us know where you're from and what was your family dynamics growing up?
Okay, no, that is a great question. I'm actually from Atlanta. I was born in Grady Hospital, but I was raised in Gwinnett. So that's really where I got my stripes, on the north side, and Boggs Road, specifically. Now, my family dynamic was pretty tough in a way. I come from a family that unfortunately was broken. No disrespect to my mother and father. Sometimes you don't see eye to eye with certain things.
Right.
My mother with my father had 7 kids. One passed before I was born, so I have 4 brothers and a sister. I've been and grew up in foster homes due to the separation of my mother and father. There was just a lot going on. But how can I say this? My mother is a very strong woman, and she worked 3 jobs as a kid, so I grew up seeing just great work. And my mother, all the things she's been through, you would never notice because she's so kind, she's so sweet, she's respectful. And I think that played a big role in how I grew up. Even though I came through a lot of very tough situations, the foundation that she gave me allowed me to always keep my integrity, through everything. So my family dynamic wasn't the best because there's still a lot of odds that, people were at, but it still made me better. So I'm very thankful.
Absolutely. Now, I know you transitioned into foster care. How old were you when you had to experience that separation from your, primary home?
I was actually 7 years old.
Wow.
Yep, 7 years old. And
how long was that? Like, did you stay until?
I stayed for like a year or 2.
Okay.
But it's so crazy because I often talk to my brothers about how long were we in that situation? And it's kind of tough because when you're that young and you're going through different things, and we were still moving around, still trying to push the pieces together. Right. And then you'll be surprised at the things that you suppress, not knowing just as a child. Because even during that journey, I have a brother that's incarcerated. He actually got incarcerated during that time. And so he was gone 2 years. So it's like, man, we might have been in there about 2 years. Me, my 4 brothers, and my sister as well. She actually went before we did. Yep.
Well, that's deep, man. A lot of people, that's why I tell people they got to be grateful, for their situation. Sometimes, we growing up in our, parent situation, and, you have this every day. So sometimes you take it for granted. But, from someone that experienced, okay, this was a rough family dynamic that I had growing up. I even had to be separated from my family. What would you say to those who kind of take their situation for granted and even talk crazy to their parents who are providing for them every single day?
Wow. Man, for those who take it for granted, it's so tough. I feel very strongly about that. You know what I mean? of course, never take your family for granted. And then you have to understand that your parents are making choices just like how now that we're adults, we're making choices. You know, my cousin Prince, he always say players mess up too.
Right.
You know, so our parents was going through that as well. So it's like always honor your family, because remember, you're them all over again. You know, and all your best attributes, even your worst, but your best ones, it comes from them. So how you think on your toes, or maybe you are good with your hands, you know, that genetic memory is passing down. So even if they don't give you $1, they've given you this life, and then they've raised you to the point to where you're still alive. And even if you have very little food, very little clothes, they gave you enough to sustain, and that's major. Right. That's major. You can't take it for granted. Because I come from very small beginnings, and I'm lit right now. You know what I mean? And I'm fortunate. Yeah. But definitely take care of your parents. Don't disrespect your parents, because one day they might get better. You think about Malcolm X. There's so many people that have made huge transitions. Right. A circumstance took place. So it's like, once they do find themselves, even if you have parents that are terrible, you know, you don't want to disqualify them from being better people, because we all are growing. So be 100%. Patient with your family, and don't take them for granted, and know that they understand more than you think, because they've already been here. Right.
Yeah. Kids take that for granted a lot. I got a son. He's 14 years old.
Wow, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Got to continue to remind him, like, look, man, I've been where you are. I'm trying to help you avoid the mistakes that I took, so you can become better sooner. Like, all men have that I call that light bulb moment where it switched. You're like, oh, okay, this is what Mom Dukes was talking about. This is what Pops was talking about. Now I'm going to apply it to my life. But, you know, I didn't have that moment until I was like maybe in my almost mid-20s. Like, I see what they were saying now. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this together. Let me change that path. So, you know, pivoting a little bit, you know, I know that you are progressing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing, chasing your dreams. But also at the same time, you're a married man. So I want to understand, what are some of the parallels you think in upholding your marriage, making sure that union is tight, but at the same time, what's the parallel to following your dreams and, you know, trying to chase success? What's something you feel is like is similar in those two relationships?
Man, it's actually a principle I live by, and it is keeping what's important to you important. If you can do that, everything will always line up if it is important to you. So that's what's been able to keep my marriage together with my dreams and my goals together, because I'm keeping what's important to me important. So if it's, it's a deal may come my way and it's not all the way right, and it can affect what's important to me, you know, I just don't do it. And it's a lot of times I've stepped in a room and it's been not what I wanted it to be. But when I go home, my home is very nice. You know what I mean? What these niggas want, I already got it. Right. And all that comes from keeping what's important. And even though my wife, she would tell me, she like, you trying to do this? What are you trying to get out of this? You want a house? You want a car? You can already do this without this, if that's what it is. You know what I mean? We've had that conversation now. We got all that and a lot more. Right. But it's, like I say, keeping what's important you important. I keep what brings me peace right in the front. So it's very easy to do. And when you keep that in perspective.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So, you know, talking about that, you know, keeping what's important, that brings me to a segment of my show called Love, Loyalty, or Respect. So out of those three options, I want you to tell me, what's the most important in this particular relationship? Love, loyalty, or respect?
Yep.
So the first one I want to ask you, since we're on the topic, your wife, what's the most important with her? Love, loyalty, or respect?
Respect.
Why is that?
Because respect is the glue that keeps it all together. Because you can do anything to me, but if you do it in respect, I will accept it. If you do it to me because you love me, you all emotional, it's negative, I can't accept it. Right. So that's, to me, that's just the foundation. Respect comes first. We've been through so much, and no matter what we've been through, the reason why we're still so solid is because we've never broken respect.
That's fire.
Never broken it.
Yeah, I was telling people recently, I'm like, look, a man can handle any message, good or bad, that you give to him, long as it's provided with respect.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, all right, the next one. What's the most important? Love, loyalty, or respect? with your children. I don't know if you have any yet.
No.
But, you know, what do you think once you become a parent, what you want your children to show you the most?
Kind of still falls back to that respect, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my foundation, because love is great. Loyalty is great.
Yeah.
But sometimes someone being loyal to you makes them disloyal to themselves. You know, and that's something you have to consider too with dealing with people. It's like, that I value you. You right there for me every step of the way.
Right.
But what about what you want in life? You wanted to play basketball, but you didn't play because you came to the studio with me, or you came to my show. So now you're denying yourself. So I love the loyalty. Yeah. But be loyal to yourself, and then we'll meet somewhere there. But just have respect for me. Yeah. And I have respect for you and what you got going on. Yeah.
Man, that was a bar you just said, because it made me kind of think. Something recently in the past few years, you know, with my wife, you know, we kind of like the opposites when it comes to, like, I'm obviously in front of cameras. I used to rap and do shows back in the day.
Okay, dope.
But she's kind of laid back. She's corporate. She's doing her thing over there. But I don't need no cameras. She don't post. Okay. She don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she came to me one point. She's like, okay, you got what you want, you know what I'm saying, outside of your, you know, normal work. I want to find that thing for me. And that's something I promoted for her. I didn't expect her to like, nah, I need you to support me on what my dreams are. I said, you go ahead and find what you need, unless I can help you find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind it. I'm not going to want you to be loyal to me to a fault to where you won't be fulfilled at the end of the day, because I know that will bite me in the butt later on in the road.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some resentment there.
Definitely.
So I think us as men, we need to have a preventative mindset and think about the big picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, understand, like, don't be selfish. Let your woman figure out what's good for her.
That's right.
As well. Because, you know, this takes a lot of work, but, hey, she need her own too.
Yeah, she does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely respect that.
Yeah, definitely. And I agree with that as well. That's excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last one, what's the most important? Love, loyalty, or respect with the relationship you have with yourself?
I think it's loyalty. Loyalty.
Break that down.
Man, you have to be true to you. And you have to be true to you in every step of the way. And with saying that, you have to understand that you're not the same person every single day. And you have to always reflect on that. So it makes me think of an example with the terms and conditions, like with Google or anything. You may be using the service for so long, and then one day you try to go and they say, hey, we've updated the terms and conditions. Yeah. You want to continue, accept. If not, leave it alone. Right. And this is what we should do with each other. This is what we should do with ourselves. And when you're updating yourself, you have to be loyal to yourself. And you have to do it in such a way that you don't care about what anyone else thinks or feels. You know, so it's like, let yourself evolve. Right. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a rock star. I was just telling my wife, I said, I wanted to live in the USA. I heard a song, We Live in the USA. I didn't even know I was there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, because, you know, you're a kid. You don't know. You just hear it, you see it, you're like, oh, man, this is lit. Yeah. You know, this is dope. And so, but I'm evolving. You know, I did this. Now I'm here. I've elevated so much of my thinking and my beliefs. And it's like, you must stay loyal to you. Accept your changes. Just like the seasons. We have spring. Everything grows. Summer. You know, we lit fall. You know, we still are glorious in what we do, but we're going down. Then winter, you know, we pass away. Everything pauses, and then it picks back up. Yeah. So it's like every stages of your life, you have to be loyal to that. Because if you're stuck in a particular stage and you've changed, it's like you're doing yourself a disservice. Yeah. Change with the change. So I would have to say loyalty.
Man, that's a bar. Like, you got to be true to you, loyal to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be loyal to a fault when it's come to loyalty within yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
For real, for real. So I definitely understand and respect that totally. And I think that's worth celebration, man. And with that celebration, I want to transition into this dope ass track. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta love yourself and celebrate yourself. Be loyal to yourself.
That's right.
And celebrate with this thing, man. Like, and there's no better time to celebrate than your birthday.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean?
That's right.
So let's get right into it.
All right. Let's do it.
Oh man, Leeoh Litt, we in the building.
We in the building, man.
birthday out there.
Go, happy birthday.
Let's go.
Girl, you big lit now, it's your birthday song. Hands in the air, it's your birthday pose. Hands in the air, got the whole place going, got the whole place going, let the whole place. I'm trying to make a birthday on your birthday, whether it's her place or at her place. That's on Dolce, that's on Jose. Let's get cozy with some rose. Girl, we big lit now, it's your birthday song. Hands in the air, it's your birthday pose. Hands in the air, got the whole place going, got the whole place going, let the whole place. I'm trying to make a birthday on your birthday, whether it's your place or at her place. That's on Dolce, that's on Jose. Let's get cozy with some rose.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to
Happy
ya.
birthday.
Happy birthday to ya.
Yo, if y'all ain't vibing to this, you crazy.
Happy birthday to ya.
Let's go.
Happy birthday to ya.
Jury in the cooler, been around the world, from Atlanta to Bermuda. Then we bought a jet, and we went out to Aruba. Passions on the beach, that's a lot of barracuda. Feeling like I'm trying to test your breaststroke. Talking neck throws, talento, top of bento, papi armento, uno momento. For that birthday cake, sweet like Mentos.
Girl, you big lit now, it's your birthday song. Hands in the air, it's your birthday pose. Hands in the air, got the whole place going, got the whole place going, let the whole place. I'm trying to make a birthday on your birthday, whether it's your place or at her place. That's on Dolce, that's on Jose. Let's get cozy with some rose. Girl, we big lit now, it's your birthday song. Hands in the air, it's your birthday pose. Hands in the air, got the whole place going, got the whole place going, let the whole place. I'm trying to make a birthday.
I told y'all he make that anthem music.
Happy birthday
Let's go.
to ya.
Yo.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Yo, that is fire, fam. That
Hey,
is fire.
thank
And I
you,
ain't
man.
gassing you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's fire.
Thank you, man. That
Yes,
means a lot.
sir. Yes, sir. Like it's that celebration song. It's like that anthem music.
Yeah.
I can see ladies just having a great time. I can see the hustlers having a good time, popping
Yeah,
bottles and just
yeah.
having fun, man. Like,
Word.
can you tell the people kind of what was your motivation behind this track?
Man, it's actually my wife was my motivation because her birthday is coming up October 1st. Wow. Yeah, and we celebrating in Aruba, and that's like our spot. We've been in Aruba a lot. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's perfect. And she asked me, she was like, "Leeoh, can you write a birthday song for me?"
Get out of here.
And I was like, "Where you want a birthday song?" She was like, "Yeah, I really want you to write a birthday song for me."
Wow.
And I was like, well, I said, I got you. And it's so crazy because my love and respect for her made me take it very serious. Very serious. So I was going through tracks, trying to get it together. I got a great situation with LDMG. It's a label in New York.
Dope.
And I can record how I need to. We got a good deal. And I was like, man, I'm going to find a track and I'm going to drive to New York. And it wasn't until I started riding to New York that I found the track that I needed, which was I wrote this like a week ago.
A week ago?
Yeah, like a week. Yeah. Like a week ago, maybe a week and some change, maybe, because I just got back from New York. And she asked me, and it just made me want to take it serious. And I think, I don't think I could have written this song if she hadn't asked me, because that was not on my mind. I'm working on my album right now.
Yeah.
And so I got other things that I'm working on. And then she asked me, I was like, bet.
Yeah,
So
that's perfect.
It's another example of keeping what's important to you important. You know what I mean?
Full circle every time.
Every time. It always comes together. Always, bro.
And then like your dreams and your wife came together in one.
In one. That's right. In one.
You know
Right
what I'm
there.
saying? Like, so what was her thoughts? Did you like see her expressions when you first played it for her?
Yeah, I didn't see it. It's funny because she told me, she said, I don't want you singing on here. I want to rap, because see, she's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
She loved rap music, like Biggie, all of them, but even the newer rap, everything. She's into it. So I had a few tracks. But although I heard this, I was like, I know she doesn't want the singing. You know what I mean? But I was like, this is an idea I just can't let go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I put it in and I sent it. And then she was like, I know what I said, but this shit fire.
Exactly.
She was like, this is fire. This is fire. So I got it done the first day. The second day we mixed and mastered it. And then I went ahead and released it. But I haven't publicly let it out yet.
Yeah.
And I just been sharing it with my friends and family, going to Aruba, because it's like 60 of us going to Aruba next week.
Dope.
And so I've been sharing it with them. But thank you for just playing it here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It means a lot to be breaking it on your podcast like this, because it's out, but it's not out.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you for trusting this platform to actually help break it, because we break dope music. So like that's all it takes for a break here on the Highest Point podcast. And when I heard it, I'm like, yo, let's do it. Let's make history.
Let's.
But that's what we about to do with this one.
Hey,
we going up.
We going up. It's your birthday song.
Yeah,
right,
100%, man. Like the potential is through the roof with this one, yo, for real. Yeah. And it's one that it won't die out.
Word.
It's not a season. It's a birthday in every season. There's a birthday every day.
Every day.
And every day we should celebrate. And but with that, I noticed that with people, some people that I've noticed, I would hear them talking and like, yo, I'm of this age now. I don't really celebrate birthdays anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, is there a time frame where people like feel like they don't feel like they should celebrate a birthday? It's not as a big deal anymore. Is there a threshold for that? Do you think that's a good mindset?
I'm not going to say I know everyone's mindset, but I don't think that it's a good mindset, because when I get to feeling like I don't want to celebrate my birthday, like my birthday is coming up right after my wife's, I notice it's because I'm tired and I just want to rest. So whenever you hear a man especially say, man, I just want to chill on my birthday, it's because he's been doing so much that the only thing left for him, please, can you just let me rest? I'm doing this, I'm working here. Yeah. So it's like, I think that may be a byproduct of just being tired in life. Yeah. And I think you should shake that off and still celebrate your moments, because there's so many people that aren't here right now, and we are still here to make things better, leave our mark, for whatever reason that may be, and we should celebrate that. So if you are a person that doesn't want to celebrate yourself, I think you should rethink it and ask yourself why. And if it's not something that really, can move you, then I think you should pick yourself up and say, you know what, I've been through a lot, I'm still alive. Today, let me celebrate it, Unless it's religious. I know some people have religion, so abide by whatever you follow. But if it's not something like that, and you're into birthdays, bring it back, because you're worth that. Yeah,
for sure. You're definitely worth it. And I think you hit a major point there with people, they just burnt out. You know what I mean? Like, I noticed, like, I've been working in the corporate space for a long time, just like my wife, and leadership areas, that attributes to attrition. So, like, our attrition percentage increases when we put too much work on people. So they quit the job. They don't want to work. They like, I can't stand this department. I'm going to put out, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put an application somewhere else, because this is just so much time. And I think that's the same thing that happens because also I've been that guy that said, yo, I just want to break. Like my wife like, where you want to go for your birthday? I'm like, yo, I really just want to chill out when I get that opportunity. Let's just cool out. And it made me self-reflect when you said that. I'm like, yo, that's exactly why, because I'm working a main job. I'm still trying to run this business on the side. And it's literally no days off. You know what I mean? Because you're grinding. You're trying to figure it out. And I can't allow myself to not celebrate. You know what I mean? Because it's so many people that's not here. We keep hearing about people that's gone all the time. And untimely, young.
Word.
So, our birthdays are worth celebrating. So, let's make sure we understand it. And while we celebrating, throw on your birthday.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's your birthday song. We just broke it right here. Throw on this one. It's fire. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I think about that every time. And I'm going to throw on this track by Leeoh Litt, for real.
For sure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So now when I'm listening to your sound, what category would you place your music?
Man, it's kind of like a fusion, because I do hip hop and rap. I also do R&B. I also do pop, and I also do Afro beats and Afro pop. So it's like a fusion of that. And I think that's a part of me just changing within myself. I never thought I would do like this type of music, pop music or rap, or like rap, but like Afro beats. But what changed was I started traveling the world. And when I started going to these different clubs, I'm on these different boats, and they playing this music, I'm like, you know what? I want to be a part of this experience. I actually like this music. I want to start making this kind of music.
Feel good.
Yeah, feel good music. Yeah, so I would say it is a fusion between like a hip hop, rap, R&B, pop, and Afrobeat. I know it's kind of broad, but I love music, and I just kind of do what the music lets me do.
Where it takes you. That's dope. Now, have anyone ever said you remind them of Pop Smoke?
I've never heard that, but that's a huge compliment.
Yeah.
That is a huge. If you saying that, yeah. Hey,
Yo,
because my wife, she loved Pop Smoke.
Oh, word.
Yeah. When I got married at my wedding, that was like one of Pop Smoke. Like when I was in Vegas, we was turning up. That whole trip got to Cabo, and it was just we was rocking the Pop Smoke heavy. And so yeah. So that's big.
Yeah, that's dope. I think your sound is bigger than a genre, but it kind of, when I hear you at that birthday song, I heard some others on 3 Weeks in Aruba. I'm like, it's kind of got like a feel.
Thank you for checking that out.
Kind of like, oh yeah, for sure. I do my research. We don't play no games here.
Yeah.
The whole time doing setup, I was playing all your music.
Okay.
Because I like to just get a feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I also think it wouldn't be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do my due diligence. I got to show that respect.
Yeah.
Because anyone that come here, I want you to respect my platform, and I want you to understand I'm always going to respect you.
Definitely.
So yeah, man, like that's the kind of vibes I'm getting, and it's kind of like larger, like, because people would say that Pop Smoke is like straight up rapper, but he be sounding like he be hemming on these beats sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
he does.
You know what I mean? And I kind of get that same feel with you, and I think it's dope.
Appreciate it, man.
Now, something that's kind of interesting, like we talking about this music, you're making these moves, traveling the world. What are some of your favorite spots? I know you said about Aruba. When do you start traveling, and what kind of impact did it have on you?
Yeah, well, when I first started traveling was when I got married. Back in 2019, we got married in Cabo.
Okay.
And I was in grind mode. I didn't want to chill. I'm like, I ain't ready to vacate. Right. You know what I mean? Or vacation. But when I got out there to Pueblo Bonito Rose, the resort is top tier, like, 5-star spot. And I just looked at the water. I looked at the pink sand, everything, the ATVs, the camels. And I was like, wow, it really just opened my eyes up. And then after that, it took me a little time because I was in grind mode after the pandemic. It picked up. I started going to Europe, started going to other islands. Right. And that was like, to answer the initial bit, it was 2019. But traveling has been a great love of mine because I want to say this, I'm not sure if it's answering the question completely, but the thing that I love about traveling is when I get to these other countries, I see that they're not operating the way we're operating over here. And it gives me hope for the future when other people come like, we're just moving like this over here, but in these other countries, they're not even on that time.
Can you give me kind of like an example what you mean when you say that?
I would say respect. We were looking into opening up, doing some Airbnbs, like getting into real estate. Okay. And we were kind of worried to do it overseas, like in Portugal or Spain or France, because we didn't want like our property to be destroyed. Because, over in America, they throw all these type of parties. Yeah. They messing up your furniture. They just want to pay you or not pay you. Right. Some things you can't replace. So when we were over there looking at properties and we was telling the different real estate agents like what our concerns were, they were just so shocked. They was like, no one would do that to your property. Why would they damage? Why would they do that to your stuff? You know what I mean? And it was just like so genuine. And when you think about the atmosphere, you see a bunch of kids walking down the street picking up trash. The kids speak like 4 languages. And one thing I always look at the kids because that has a lot to do with how the adults are, how they're raised. And so when I see them moving the way they're moving and when we're in these different spots, it's just pure, just respect, unity. Everyone has pride in what they're doing. Yeah. And so it's just that's one of the examples. It's just unheard of for them to do that. Not saying that they never went through that stage, but I do think it's because America is such a new country. And these countries, like it's some buildings we walk by has like 450 BC on it. So it's like they've probably been through what's new to us now. This is just a hypothesis that I have or theory with this. That not saying with technology, but just with, when something is new or how you're dealing with people. They've been through it so much. They've been through real wars where we think we're warring in the street, but they're really
like their genetic makeup. Like they have that history already there.
So it's like they're past what we are on right now over here. So I think that may be why it's so different.
That makes sense. Because I can definitely tell with kids these days, man, they be having less respect for their parents.
Definitely.
Like be kind of talking kind of crazy to them, and I'm like, where is this coming from? Like it was absurd for me to ever speak to my parents like that growing up. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I'm just trying to figure out like where's this coming from? Is it because they trying to make us be less giving these whoopings now? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is. I think you should be sparingly with that too, but I don't know what it is. But you got a big point there. Now, okay, did you tell me which one's your favorite spot?
Now, I didn't tell you that. My favorite is going to have to be 2.
Okay.
Island-wise, it's going to be Aruba, and that's because it's just so peaceful. They don't panhandling and all that is illegal, so you can be on the beach. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to sell you anything, press up on you. You can really enjoy yourself. The water is very clean. Even the tap water, you can drink that straight out the fountain, and it's official.
Right.
They have a lot of beaches, a lot of coral, do the snorkeling. And the weather is, the island sits outside of the hurricane belt, so you can go there all year round without having to worry about a tremendous amount of rain. It may rain for 30 minutes or an hour. After that, the rest of the day is beautiful. So I would have to say, island-wise, it's Aruba. And country-wise, I would have to say Portugal. Portugal, primarily Lisbon, Cascais, and Porto. Those particular cities. Even though Cascais is a part of Lisbon, it's more like a richer area of Lisbon. It's like about 30 minutes from the downtown area. But those places are amazing. The food is amazing. The people are amazing. Everyone speaks multiple languages. And they have a really bustling city in terms of a lot of live performances that's not like homeless people performing. It's like people that are really out here putting on a show.
Yeah.
They take great pride in their festivals. And Portugal definitely has my heart. I would take that. And I think they just won last year or this year for the best food in Europe. And we was telling people for years it's better than France. And France is supposed to be like top.
Right.
But Portugal is like,
They like that.
They like that, yeah. Word.
That's dope. Now, we talk about how you're well-traveled, and you gave us insight on that. I want to know, where's the next place you're going within the next 5 years with your music career? Can you let the people know where you see yourself?
Man, that's really big because I just partnered up with On Beat Lounge on the north side. My dog, Mr. Capone, he's a huge promoter in Gwinnett, in Atlanta, and he just bought his own club. And he's a great friend of mine, and we've partnered together. I've also partnered with LDMG, and they are official top tier, like over $600,000 worth of equipment in the studio, and they are the ones who actually mixed and mastered that Your Birthday song.
That sounds good.
Yeah, right. So we got an excellent situation. So within the next 5 years, I can easily see myself as a household name because of my support. Yeah. And other gentlemen are stepping in with we're planning on doing a lot of live shows. I have a few tours coming up, just some local tours, also a tour in the Philippines. I have a good following out there, and just really branching out. So yeah, the next 5 years, I really do plan on just really being on the map because now, for the first time, I have all the tools that I need to push my dreams.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love it, man. And congratulations to you for that too, man. That's really dope.
Thank you.
I think it's very much well deserved. I can tell you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? I went back and I'm like, yo, everything is just keep getting better. So I can't wait to see those next steps in the next few years. So how can people follow your journey through this time frame? How can they find you on your social media or website, anything?
Okay, yeah, they can follow me on Instagram at Leeoh Litt. That's LEEOH LITT. Also on Facebook, the same tag, LEEOH LITT, as well as my website, leohlitt.com. You can keep up with me. I do a lot of exclusive things. You can also download my music and stream it as well directly from my website. I do have merch where I have shoes, I have shirts, I have pants, and things you can tap into just to get a part of me. A lot of it is just a reflection of my music and my art, and so they can get it from there as well. And also at my email, both leohlitt@gmail and then leohlitt@leohlitt.com. I can be emailed as well. We can always build and collaborate, and I'm very open to anybody bringing positivity. So definitely reach out, and I'll always follow back as long as you just reach out. I do get a lot of random stuff, but yeah, you reach out to me. Hey, I love what you're doing. Hey, follow me back. Boom, you're gonna get a follow back for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all heard it here first. Make sure you tap in. I'm gonna have all his information in the description below.
Thank you.
Make sure you tap in, yo. I'm telling y'all, he the Highest Point Podcast stamp. He's solid. He dope all around. So until next time, you guys hold it down. Don't let it hold you. Peace.
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.